Okay, yeah.
It cannot be described, It cannot, there is
No
no word to
words.
describe, no
Yeah.
words to describe it.
That
But
there is no consciousness, nothing at all.
but
Yeah, a lot of people cannot understand. That's why they keep on using the mundane mind to understand. That's why they analyze, then they reason, then they want to use word to describe. But like the Buddha say, the unconditioned is beyond words. But
yes,
there is no
yes,
mind inside there. It's the unconditioned,
yes,
no
there's
condition at all.
yes,
Everything cease.
no words, no nothing to can describe
Yeah,
it one. It cannot be
correct.
described, It
Yes.
cannot be described.
Because
It's
even,
not impermanent. It's not anything.
yeah, there's another one thing I want to repeat. Even the pure awareness also cease. You remember?
Yes, yes,
Ah,
brother.
that
That's what I know
I told in
because
video last time that pure awareness is the first thing that manifests from that nature. Then
correct,
this
correct, correct.
one come with the form and mind. That's why you can
Yes,
connect to
yes,
that pure awareness, return to the
yes,
true nature. But
yes.
this thing during
Sadhu,
Nibbana,
sadhu,
even the pure awareness also cease. So
yes,
when the
yes,
pure awareness also cease, there is no one inside there to be aware.
yes,
So,
correct. Sadhu,
yeah,
sadhu,
okay.
sadhu. Brother, that is exactly the experience I talked to you about it. The pure
Yeah,
awareness, the heartbeat, gone,
yeah,
then
yeah,
followed
yeah.
by the
That's why
awareness,
when you go in
cease,
and you realize
cease.
that, you will
Yeah,
understand what I say.
yes,
Completely
correct,
nothing.
correct.
Yeah. But when the form
Yeah,
in mind come
completely
back,
different from what people say,
yes,
brother.
because they haven't
Yes,
realized this, that's why they cannot explain. And
yes,
the stability not there
yes,
also most of them has a glimpse. But what is important is when the consciousness come back, because the five degree of
yes,
form and mind, it's not time for
yes,
parinibbana yet. So this five degree of form and mind will come back. So when it come back, because we have the mindfulness, the stability of the awareness, this nature can observe and see and understand how creation starts. That's why how
yes.
from the source, that first pure
Awareness
consciousness
that comes
come
in
out.
first,
So the
Yeah, then
first
after that,
pure consciousness
yes.
come out. Then the karmic nature with its life force appear. Then that consciousness
Sadhu,
that
sadhu.
come back if its life force appear split into three area of consciousness: the forehead, the heart, and the dantian. Then how all this animate and the brain start again. You will see all this. You will see all this. That's why I say the nibbana, when it sees, the brain also completely stop. No activity, nothing at all. Like a dynamo didn't even run. The whole thing still, but you didn't die. The stillness, the unconditioned, everything is there, the pure nature, but you didn't die. That's why the real Nibbana, unless that form and mind go through, they cannot understand. Those who go through and experience a glimpse, they also cannot understand. But the one that went through the cessation for a while, they can understand. Mm. So very good. Huh? Pocheng, sadhu to you.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu.
sadhu.
Radio is so very beautiful.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
talk about
Today
it, then
sharing is
I,
very
I,
good.
I,
Yeah.
I can relate it, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
explanation
Sadhu.
of radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Sadhu.
so it's just cannot be described. But in I don't know why the people describe it in so beautifully. The Dharma is so beautiful, but this is not what I experienced, though. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's completely
yeah. That
different. That's why I say when you have the real understanding and you listen, a lot of the Dhamma that they speak, the word may be the same, but the understanding of it is not there one. You will know one. Then like yesterday, Chin Hao do the short video, uh, the true cultivation, which is not Dhamma knowledge. You should listen to that one, then you will understand what I mean. Because even Tzu Chi, that book, the Sutra in Numerous Meaning, he just described the final outcome, but he didn't teach you how to realize the wisdom to realize that process. It's not taught. The
yes, yes.
Yonisuk Manasikara, the Avijja Sutta, the 10 steps, all these are not
Yes,
taught. That's why
yes, yes.
it sounds like ultimately it's so beautiful, the Dhamma. But how to do it, I haven't seen any book really describe and share the whole understanding and process. It's not there. Even the
Yes,
unconditioned, the condition,
sadhu.
the five aggregate, I haven't read anywhere. That's why I told him, if you can find, you let me know. I will rejoice. Nobody.
Brother Teo,
Uh,
I rejoice. Yes, I heard that video that Brother Chinal
oh,
come
you
up
have,
with yesterday.
you
Yes, yes,
have heard
yes.
it.
I also attended that talk also. Yes, it
Yeah,
is a very beautiful Dharma. Just like I said, a lot of Dharma is so beautiful.
yeah,
Some of it doesn't as describe the cultivation as detailed
yeah,
as Brother Teo.
yeah.
That's why this nature can
Can follow.
progress, because of your
Can interrupt.
detailed cultivation
Yeah,
path.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can
Sadhu.
progress, Brother Teo. Sadhu to you,
Sadhu,
Maha
sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you. We should
that is
end
the
already.
difference, lah. Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the Dharma talk is very beautiful.
Yeah,
And I mean, I'm not saying that totally I learned nothing, but actually I learned quite a lot of things also.
uh,
Some of the cultivation that is very useful for my daily mindfulness
yeah,
cultivation,
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
I appreciate very much. But when it
Mm.
comes to the Dimana, Nibbana part, I said how come quite different. So I so
Pure
don't understand.
different because they
Yeah,
cannot
maybe
explain that thing.
maybe it's the analogy that they give,
Yeah,
the analogy that they give,
correct.
but the
They read.
analogy they give can be very misleading also, like in the sense that
Correct.
you create a false impression to other
Yes.
people. Correct or
Also,
not, brother?
some of them they actually read out from somewhere on. Then they share what they read, then what they
Oh, I
believe.
see.
Because
Yeah,
unless you really go through that cessation and the whole cultivation, you can never understand what Nibbana is. Uh,
correct,
and
correct.
this is the topic very few people comprehend or have the understanding. Uh,
Brother, I got one question regarding this
uh,
Nibbana. In the
can,
Nibbana, right, you cannot control how long you stay inside.
cannot,
So
cannot.
So when you experience it a few times, let's say I heard Brother Teo, you experience a few times.
Yeah,
So each time your experience will be different length, is it?
different,
Or what?
different. But initially, yeah, it will show it to you very clearly, the whole process until
Mm.
I came out of it. Then I saw how the thing is. Then after you have gone through that one, then the future one that come, you will have the understanding already. Then you no need to like first time experience it and all thing. So when it goes in, you will know. Then before you go in, also you will know because the mind must have that type of wisdom that totally negate. Negate means don't try to look for anything. Don't try to expect the cessation to come. Cannot. When there is a mind involved, it can never happen. That's why it is the unconditioned. So I remember the first time I went through this, that wisdom was so profound, so deep. I contemplate and reflect until I came to the realization. Think also like that, don't think also like that. No reality. That's why my mind completely free, free. Then after that, the funny thing happened. That cessation come, come. Then when it really happened, that process where it go in, where the first time I was fully aware. Yeah. Then when I come out, it become very clear, very clear. At first was the brain there. Yeah. The brain. At first, the brain, a lot of activity on. At that time, the Monday mind still around. Uh, then later on, when that cessation happened, it's like the whole thing shut down. The pure awareness also shut down. That's why it cannot create anything. No thought, nothing. No perception, no aggregate, nothing. All cease. Even the pure awareness also no more. That nature also cease. Then that one is the real Nibbana, the unconditioned. And when that thing happen, you cannot describe, you cannot talk about it. Then how it come out also very different, very different. Uh, so all this is very beautiful. Okay, Pajang, sadhu, huh?
Yes, Sadhu, Bharatio. For me, Bharatio, like you said,
Yeah,
it's unexpected. I don't even expect this kind of thing happen to me, Bharatio.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it
When
is like it
you,
just happened naturally, It
yeah,
happened
when you are
naturally, and
able
then
to
when I
handle condition, it will happen. Otherwise, it cannot happen.
yes,
When you try to
yeah,
look for it, expect it, it will never happen.
correct, correct. So for me, it's like unexpected and like, oh yeah, I mean the awareness just know, the pure awareness just know, and then after
Yeah.
that is the
Even the
happy
pure
gone, the
awareness
pure
also
awareness
cease.
gone.
Ah, gone.
Yeah, cease,
Ah,
everything cease.
yes.
Yeah, then when it comes
And
back, it's like when it comes back, like I told you, but
yeah,
I so don't know that is a form of mind, cessation of the form of mind. It's only
yeah,
when I come out, come in again, that I realize, hey, something very
sadhu,
interesting
sadhu.
happening, very amazing
Yeah,
happen,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah,
only I realize something astonishing, amazing,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, sadhu.
yeah, how
Mm.
it like start up again, like a
Yeah,
machine
yeah,
start up
yeah,
again,
yeah. How
Yeah.
you become alive again,
Yes, yes,
image
yes,
into a
yes.
human being.
Yes, yes,
Uh.
yes, yes.
In
That
fact,
that part is like,
the first instant when the pure awareness come back, there is no word,
uh,
nothing one, nothing one.
yes, 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 yes.
Like
Nothing to describe,
no,
Nothing.
you cannot manifest yet. You cannot
Yes, yes,
like
yes,
become the poaching yet. Cannot.
yes,
You
yes,
need the
yes, yes.
brain, everything, slowly, slowly. Then the whole
Yeah, yeah,
thing come back. Then you can see the sense data coming in. Then you can see through the awareness how the senses, the
yes,
sense
yes,
data, how upon contact. Then you know already. This is how the sankara start. This is how creation start. Then how your memory, your views, your conditioning, your yoniso manasikara, your dhamma, your understanding. So this is the one that actually brings about wisdom and understanding that counter all this. Otherwise, you can't handle sense experience. That's why the mundane mind, without the dhamma, without the wisdom, without the yoniso manasikara, the wisdom and the moment of sense experience within your nature, you cannot cope with life because everything happens so fast. The senses, the movement, everything happens so fast. So when it come back during that time, my nature saw how everything start again. Uh, Then I knew how living beings suffer. No wonder they entangle where they don't have the Dhamma, the wisdom, the Yoniso Manasikara, the understanding. That's why all these things unfold by itself through that nature's awareness that saw and witness the happening. That's why it's the silent mind, that silent nature, witnessing all the things. Uh, there are a lot of things that people never understand. Mm.
I
Yeah,
rejoice the sharing by Bratio. Actually,
yeah,
Bratio,
yeah,
for you, you have a lot more awareness. For me, it was very, very quiet, no, Bratio. I only
yeah,
sense
because
the awareness
you
coming in
don't
and the
you don't
heartbeat, the
have
life force.
you don't have that stability yet, Pujay. So initially, when you go in the first few times, but you already transform the understanding there. But if nobody explain, then you don't have that clear understanding of what that
Yes,
thing
yes,
is.
yes,
But
yes,
after
yes.
you hear from my sharing or say, you will understand it faster, deeper, and it
Yes,
become
yes,
more
yes.
stable. Before
Correct,
that,
correct.
not easy because before that, nobody really experienced that. So how to talk to people? Sometimes
Yes,
you
yes,
also may not understand what is all this. How come like that one?
correct.
Oh, it's
Yes,
just like
but
when Monday might collapse, the super Monday might come out. My nature has got no doubt, but I was amazed. How come it's like that? Everything is the same. Last time I cannot see, now I can see. Now that nature is so different, but I never doubt. But whatever happened is meant to be. Without that transformation, that's why in my sharing, you can never understand. Without
correct,
going through
correct.
all this, you can never understand. You can go and copy what I say, no use on.
Yes,
Because you
yes.
can never understand because you didn't go through. You didn't go through
Yes,
that transformation.
you must experience it to know, because
Yeah,
very difficult to explain to people
yeah.
this
Otherwise,
unless you go through it. Yes,
knowledge is always
yes.
knowledge. Uh,
But Brother Teo, we are so
uh,
fortunate to have Brother Teo,
yeah.
directly teaching
Also,
us, all this,
your affinity, all the kaya affinity. Otherwise, this nature doesn't do anything. Because this nature, accord and flow, it manifests according to condition. If there is no affinity and condition, nothing come out. That's why since the year 1989, my nature is ready, but hardly anybody came. Until 2004, when I started the sharing, very few people understand. Then now, after almost 16 years, 17 years, only starts to see the last few years more and more, more and more, which is already very beautiful, very good for the world. Because these are the numbers that we need, the small numbers, but the one that really have the teaching, the understanding, the transformation. And these are the numbers that can actually grow one, become many. Uh, so as you all evolve, maybe before the next sasana, all of you all who has progressed would have very beautiful nature. Uh, so that was the condition that my nature come with to share this.
Sadhu,
Uh,
sadhu,
uh,
sadhu. Thank you, Brother Teo.
Thank you.
Cảm
Okay, we
ơn.
better end. Getting very late
Thank you.
already.
Thank you, Brother Teo.
Rather, rather. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sadhu,
Yeah.
sadhu, sadhu.